Okay, this is video number 2 of how to conduct a successful campaign. 24 easy steps. We are up to number 7, and number 7 is pretty much what? Drafting job descriptions for all of your top volunteers. You know, if you're asking me to be a campaign chair or a captain or lieutenant, whatever, what am I going to ask you? I'm going to ask, how much time is it going to take me to have that responsibility in your campaign? I'm going to ask you, by the way, how much money is it going to cost me? What do you expect that I should give to your capital campaign? So that would be the next step that you need to do. Number 8, recruiting the campaign chair. Make sure you talk to your top person first. If you can get the right campaign chair, that is the chairman of the board, the CEO of XYZ huge corporation, all the other volunteers will probably follow. Recruit somebody as campaign chair that somebody else has to say yes to. That is, if you're, let's say, a bank chairman and you are banking the head of Coca-Cola or Home Depot, whatever, make sure you get the head of Coca-Cola or Home Depot asking your banker to serve as a campaign chair. Somebody that needs to say yes, and somebody who loves your nonprofit at the same time. So that's recruiting the campaign chair. Number 9, recruit additional leadership for all of your drives. Once you have the top campaign people in place, what are you going to do for the next campaign down, the next drive down, the next person down? If you are, let's say, based here in Atlanta, maybe you have an Atlanta chair, and then a Georgia chair, and then maybe an Alabama chair. So maybe you go about it geographically, or maybe you go about it by class year. You need all of these other campaign chairs and volunteers to help you. Number 10, establish a regular meeting schedule. All of your volunteers are so busy that they're going to have maybe monthly meetings or meetings every 6 weeks or so, hopefully in person or by Zoom if there's still a pandemic out there. But establish that regular campaign volunteer meeting schedule to come up with some deadlines, some actual deadlines, and perhaps some virtual deadlines out there. Number 11, it's time to conduct additional rating and evaluation of each prospect. Now that you have additional volunteers in tow, you know, before I ask somebody for $1 million or $1,000 for your nonprofit, I want to feel comfortable about that ask. So if I'm the asker, that is the solicitor, ask me how much I think I should be asking that prospective donor for. Should I realistically be asking for $1,000 or maybe $1 million? Number 12, it's about time to add additional prospects, because now that you've added additional volunteers, those additional volunteers know additional prospective donors. They may say, what about so-and-so? Their corporation just moved into town or what have you. So add additional prospects. That's step number 12. Okay, thanks for keeping us in mind here through video number 2. Stay tuned for video number 3. I'm Calder Sinclair, Sinclair Townsend Company in Atlanta.